Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in all of the Mod 6 to the sky with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we were on the storage tab where we went through all the different storage upgrades. These are very, very important because they allow us to manage our storage system, quite a bit better. This episode, though, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start back on the X-Nilo tab. As you can see, there's a couple of things we haven't quite finished yet, one of which is the netherite mesh. Now, the netherite mesh requires us to have netherite ingots in our world. To get the netherite ingots, we are going to have some netherite scraps. To get the netherite scraps, we are going to have to sift crushed netherrack through an iron mesh, a diamond mesh, or an emerald mesh in our world. To get the crushed netherrack, we are first going to need netherrack. Now, we could go right to the end and get netherrack that way, but what fun is that when we can got some automated ways of doing it? Because we're actually going to need quite a bit. We're going to need to sift quite a bit of this to get a sufficient amount of netherrack. So what we're going to do this episode is we are going to get an automatic netherrack generator in our world. This is going to be very similar to a cobblestone generator. To do that, though, we are going to use the Pedestals mod. Now, we touched a little bit on this when we were doing all of the cobble gens. One of the tasks that we weren't able to do was to create ourselves a pedestal upgrade. Now, this is the cobblestone pedestal upgrade. To do it, we needed a pedestal upgrade base. To do the pedestal upgrade base, we needed a linking tool. To get a linking tool, we needed a diamond. We didn't quite have a diamond at that point, but as you can see in my storage back there, we've actually got quite a few using our automatic hammer and our auto sifter. We are getting, a bunch of diamonds, so we can actually now go and complete this quest. To start, we're going to have to create ourselves that linking tool. To make the linking tool, we are going to need a red dye, a green dye, and a blue dye. Blue dye is very, very simple. All it is some lapis lazuli. I've got 2 here because there's a good chance we're going to need a second blue dye. Now, to make the red dye and the green dye, we've got a couple of options, one of which is the bone meal. Now, this is probably the simplest thing. If you've still got your grass in your world, which you should if you've been, managing it, correctly, you can get grass seeds to grow more grass if you do manage to get rid of all of your grass in your world. It is certainly possible, but all we're going to do is we're going to take that bone meal, we're going to click the grass, and no flowers here. There we go. Red flower, super, super simple. That is perfect. Now, from here, we got a couple of options. We can keep doing this until we find ourselves some cactus seeds, and we can go grow ourselves a cactus and, run that through a furnace. Or if we're lucky, there we go. We got a yellow flower. So this is going to work really, really well. So to make the red dye, what we're going to do is we're going to put that poppy in our crafting table. We're going to get ourselves some red dye. To make the green dye, we're going to take the yellow dandelion. We're going to go make some yellow dye with it. We're going to take the blue dye that we made from that extra piece of lapis. And there we go. We've got ourselves some green dye. So red dye, green dye, stick, and 1 diamond gets ourselves a linking tool. Now, this is a very, very important tool for the Pedestals mod. You'll be using it quite a bit. It is also a doubled up tool. There are 2 modes to it. So right now we're on the linking mode. If we go shift, right click, we now bring it to the backwards linking tool. So we can go flip back and forth. Very, very simple. You can see it in my toolbar down below. Depending on the recipe that you are crafting or the action that you're trying to perform, you're going to want one of these or the other. Next up, what we're going to do is we got to make ourselves a pedestal base. Now, to make a pedestal upgrade base, we take the linking tool, put it in a crafting station with a gold ingot. That gets us a pedestal upgrade base. This is sort of like a blank upgrade from which we will craft all of the other upgrades that we're going to need. Make sure you take your linking tool out of your crafting table as well. Otherwise, it will stay behind and then you'll be wondering, where you left it. So next up, though, what we're going to do is we're going to take the pedestal upgrade base. We're going to put it in a crafting table with a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, which will get us a cobble generator upgrade. So this by itself does not do anything. We need to apply it to an actual pedestal. Once it's applied to a pedestal, it will actually start generating cobble for us. Now, something to keep in mind, there are 2 different types of pedestals in this mod pack. One of which is the recuary pedestals. These are not the pedestals we are looking for. The pedestals we want to use are the pedestals from the Pedestal mod, and they are very, very simple to make. all we need to do is take our linking tool in the crafting station with 2 stone slabs and 4 stone blocks. That gets us our pedestal. So very, very cheap. Once again, grab your linking tool out of there. You'll leave it behind and you won't know where you put it. This pedestal now is what we can apply the pedestal upgrade to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go place this in the corner. And then we're going to go take our pedestal upgrade and I'm going to go right click it. And you see it is floating on top of the pedestal. It looks really, really cool. But this is not the way you apply that upgrade. This is probably the most frustrating part about this upgrade is this seems like it should work. It should be generating cobblestone right now, but it's not. It is basically just displaying that pedestal upgrade. That is not what we want. We're going to go left click, pull that off. To apply a upgrade to a pedestal from the Pedestals mod, what we're going to do is we're going to take the upgrade, put it into our offhand, and then apply it that way. Once it's on the side of the pedestal, it'll show up on all 4 sides. This is now correctly upgraded. If we go and right click on this pedestal, you can see nothing is happening yet. Oh, actually, there we go. Cobblestone of 20, cobblestone of 24. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time before it starts giving you information. It's really, really fickle. Once you hit about a stack, it seems to be a little bit more consistent. So 37, 42, 43. It is fairly quick. I'm going to say it's probably maybe a tier 1 or tier 2 quickness of the regular cobblestone generators. It is possible to enchant these upgrades as well. There we go. 65, 67, 68, 69, 70. So once you hit the stack full, it becomes much more consistent when you're trying to interact with it. If I want to pull cobble out of this now, I just go left click. There you go. We've got our piece of cobble. That's perfect. If I want a full stack, shift, left click. There you go. And we go check on it. You see it's less than a full stack again. So it's not giving me the info that I want. So don't panic if it doesn't seem like it's working right away. Give it a little bit of time. Let it get up to that full stack. If I want to store cobble in here, like, you know, I've got a bunch of cobble left over from when my cobblestone generator was over here. I can just go take this cobble and we can go right click, and it just throws it into that pedestal. If we look at the tooltip for the pedestals, we can see that the buffer holds about 2 billion cobble. So that is an absolute ton of cobble you can have in this system. It is a great, great storage system as well. But this is not what our end goal was. We've already got cobblestone generators in our world. We've already got really good cobblestone generators in our world. Where the pedestal mod, really, really shines is that we can use this pedestal upgrade to automatically generate other things. So if we place a gilded blackstone underneath the pedestal with a cobblestone generator upgrade, we'll end up getting blackstone instead of cobble. If we do the blue ice, we'll end up getting ice. If we do solium block, we'll end up getting soulstone cobble. If we do marble bricks, we'll get marble. If we do basalt, we'll get basalt, which, that's fine. If we did purpur, we'll get endstone. If we did nether bricks, this is the one that we're most focused on today, we can get our nether racks. Also, if we do vines, we can get mossy cobblestone. And then if we did marble bricks, we can get marble again, sort of a different style of brick. And then there's also a silky touch version, which uses the same base underneath, but will give you slightly different versions of those blocks. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But again, we are very, very much focused on the nether bricks to get ourselves some nether rack. To get nether bricks in our world, we do need a little bit of nether rack. To do that, what we can do is we can take a barrel full of lava and we put a redstone dust in it. This is very similar to how we did the witch water. It's very similar to how we did the clay with the dust and the water. So there's a lot of different versions we've used this for. We can now pull that out. Wow, that went flying. There we go. We now have ourselves a piece of nether rack, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've now got 4 pieces of nether rack, and we can go throw that in a furnace. We can make ourselves some nether bricks. Now, while we're waiting here, there is that pedestal upgrade. That is the final step that we need to do to get all of the cobble gens. There you go. We've now got 4 blocks of 5 times compressed cobble. So that is an absolute ton of cobble. I don't know if it's really that important right now because we've got cobblestone generators. We've actually got another cobblestone generator over here, but that's, neither here nor there. The other thing we can do is we can go and check out our Pedestals tab, we have now got the getting started, which was to craft ourselves a pedestal, to craft ourselves a linking tool, and then a pedestal upgrade base. That is absolutely perfect. That is really, really good. Next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on some of these different pedestal tasks. Now you can see though, there are a lot of different things we can do with the pedestals. These are very, very versatile things. They are very, very good at setting up automation as well. So we're going to spend a little bit of time in the future working on that, but that should be it for our nether bricks. 4 nether bricks in a crafting station gets us a block of nether bricks. To turn this cobblestone generator into a netherrack generator, we got to replace the block underneath with the nether bricks. Now, right now, I had more than, a full stack of cobble in that pedestal. If I right click it now, it's now gone down to 64. I've lost a bunch of cobblestone, which is not a big deal. I'm not worried about that, but you see it's still trying to produce that cobblestone because that's what's still in the buffer. We want to do is shift right or left click, we pull out all the cobblestone that was in there. You see it's now producing netherrack. Once again, until we see netherrack 8, let's try to line that up a little bit better. Netherrack 13, 14, 18. So same thing as before. It takes a little bit of time for it to warm up. That's the only way I can really think about it. Once it gets to a stack inside of the buffer, things work a little bit better. So next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to work on automatically grinding this netherrack down into crushed netherrack. That way we can run it through a sifter to get our netherite scraps, which we can then go and make our netherite mesh from. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there'll be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. Also, I have been streaming on Twitch, JackelWolf77. I stream Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So if you're looking for a chance to chat with me, that would be a great opportunity to do that. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Good.